educación en Planned Parenthood de la ciudad de Nueva York. Aquí está Marcela, que estoy compartiendo todos los días para que tenga opciones verdaderas en su vida. Y a mi derecha está la presidenta y ejecutiva de Planned Parenthood of New York City, que tiene laringitis. Pero en Planned Parenthood of New York City tenemos un dicho: un mensaje y muchas voces. Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Haydeé and I'm Vice President of Education and Training at Planned Parenthood of New York City. On my left is my daughter Marcela, whom I fight every day to make sure she has real choices in her life. And on my right is my wonderful boss, Joe Mallon, President and CEO of Planned Parenthood of New York City, who has laryngitis. But at Planned Parenthood of New York City, we have a saying: one message, many voices. And today we're going to make sure that elected officials in Congress know that an attack on reproductive rights is an attack on all of us. Joan and I want to thank the elected officials and community leaders who join us here today. And we want to thank our Planned Parenthood colleagues from New Jersey, Connecticut, and New York. Welcome to all of you. Planned Parenthood is the very fabric of this country, a beloved organization that's so much more than people think. Over 97% of our work is preventative, including life-saving cancer screenings, STI and HIV testing, contraceptive counseling and birth control, and GYN exams. Here in New York City, we serve nearly 50,000 New Yorkers, and the majority of them are low-income women, many of whom have nowhere else to turn. We touch the lives of thousands of additional New Yorkers through our outreach and education programming. We reach people in health centers, in classroom and after-school settings, settlement houses, and in churches. Access to reproductive care and education is being assaulted on a number of fronts. Anti-choice politicians continue to rail against abortion and try to decredit all family planning in a calculated attack on women and youth for their own political gain. The threat to reproductive rights is real, but we will not allow it to go any further. Not in my city and not in our country. Say it with me. Not in my city, not in our country. 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 And I guarantee you that the rest of the country will hear your voices today. Here in New York, we pride ourselves on being a place of opportunity where people build their lives. These ideals resonate with the mission of Planned Parenthood. I don't think it's an accident that the work of Planned Parenthood began here in New York City, right across the river in Brooklyn, almost 100 years ago. New York City and Planned Parenthood are both places where great dreams and ideas are born, where people come to make their vision of a better future a reality. We will always be here for the people of New York. No one will ever take that away from us. We need all of you to raise your voices. And Joan has